Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So far we have discussed about Laplace transformations of various functions and inverse Laplace transformations by using partial fractions. Today in this session I will give applications of Laplace transformations to solve ordinary differential equations. See the given statement. Solve d square y by dt square plus 7 into dy by dt plus 10y is equal to 4 into e power minus 3t. Comma, y of 0 is equal to 0 and y dash of 0 is equal to minus 1. These both are known as initial conditions and this is an ordinary differential equation of second order. Okay, we have to solve this ordinary differential equation at the initial conditions using Laplace transformation techniques. Okay, see the solution. First of all, I will write the given differential equation as given differential equation can be written as y double dash d square y by dt square is nothing but second derivative of y with respect to the independent variable t. That's why I am expressing the second order derivative as y double dash plus 7 into this is the first derivative, that's why I will write as y dash plus 10y is equal to 4 into e power minus 3t. Okay, don't forget one thing, here independent variable is t, dependent variable is y. Okay, solving ordinary differential equation is nothing but it is enough to find the solution for the dependent variable y. Okay. Here we are going to solve this ordinary differential equation by using Laplace transformations. That's why first apply Laplace transformations on both sides. So you will get L of y double dash plus directly I am separating the terms by using linear property. So 7 into L of y dash plus 10 into L of y is equal to 4 into 4 is the constant term. That's why take outside from the Laplace operator. So you will get L of e power minus 3t. Okay. Now these are nothing but Laplace transformations of second derivative. Already we saw the formula of Laplace transformations of derivatives in earlier videos. See, I will write the formula for this one again. What is L of I double dash? The formula for L of I double dash is s square into L of y minus s into y of 0 minus y dash of 0. This is the formula for L of I double dash. Now we have to replace L of I double dash by this formula here. And what about the second part? L of I dash. What is the formula for L of I dash? It starts from s into Laplace of y minus y of 0. Okay, don't forget these both are very important here. See, what is L of y double dash? S square into L of y minus the next term of s square is s into y of 0 minus s power 0. What is s power 0? 1. So after that y of 0 we have to write y dash of 0 here. This is the first one plus 7 into we have to write the formula for L of I dash. What is L of I dash? S into L of y minus y of 0 plus the last one is similar term 10 into L of y is equal to 4 into, clearly it is in the form of L of e power minus 80. What is the formula for L of e power minus 80? 1 by s plus a. Here we have a is equal to 3. That's why you will get 1 by s plus 3. Okay. After writing the formula of L of I double dash and L of I dash, immediately we have to apply given initial conditions here. Okay. In this equation, whenever we have y of 0, replace it by 0, and whenever we have y dash of 0, replace it by minus 1. But given conditions are C. Y of 0 is equal to 0, and y dash of 0 is equal to minus 1. Okay, replace y of 0 is equal to 0 here. So the next step becomes s square into L of y minus s into 0, because y of 0 is provided as 0. 0 into anything, 0. Y dash of 0 is given as minus 1, but already minus is there in the formula, so you will get minus of minus plus 1. Plus, take this 7 to inside, 7 into s into L of y. Again here we have y of 0, but y of 0 is 0, so 7 into 0 is 0, plus 10 times of L of y is equal to 4 times of 1 is 4. 4 by s plus 3. Okay, see the next step. Now here and here in the last term we have the terms L of y. So take common out the L of y terms first. So by taking L of y as a common term, in the first part remaining term will be s square. In this part 7s is the remaining term, and in the last part 10 is the remaining term. S square plus 7s plus 10 whole into L of y. See here we have plus 1 here, so this term does not contain L of y. That's why take this plus 1 to right hand side. In the right hand side already we have 4 by s plus 3. If we take this term to right hand side, it becomes negative 1. So s square plus 7s plus 10 whole into L of y. Take the LCM in the right hand side. So s plus 3 is the LCM. 4 minus 1 into s minus s minus 1 into 3 minus 3. We need the value of L of y. Okay, because at final step, at the climax of this problem, you should find out the solution for the dependent variable y. That's why first I will find out the value of L of y now. Okay, so 4 minus 3 1 minus s whole by s plus 3 into, since this quadratic term is in product, if we take this quadratic term to right hand side, it becomes to denominator. So it would be s square plus 7s plus 10. Okay, so L of y is equal to 1 minus s whole by, clearly here we are observing that this quadratic term has two linear factors. So 2 times of 5, so 2 5s are 10, 2 plus 5 is 7. That's why directly I will write as s plus 2 into s plus 5. These are the linear factors of this quadratic term. That's why I will write the denominator as s plus 2 into s plus 3 into s plus 5. We need the value of y. That's why apply inverse Laplace transformation on both sides. Inverse Laplace transformation on both sides. So automatically L inverse of L of y is nothing but y, and L inverse of 1 minus s by the right hand side becomes L inverse of 1 minus s by s plus 2 into s plus 3 into s plus 5. So it is enough to find out the L inverse of this function. Everybody knows that we can find out L inverse of this type of functions by using partial fractions. Clearly partial fractions are depends upon factors of the denominator. All are linear factors only. Okay, so we are going to find out the partial fractions of this function now. See, so consider the function 1 minus s by s plus 2 into s plus 3 into s plus 5 is equal to, what are the partial fractions? A by s plus 2 plus b by s plus 3 plus c by s plus 5. Okay, I will give this is equation number 2 and this is equation number 3. Okay, now it is enough to find out the unknown values which are a, b, c. I I will find out these values by taking the LCM. What is the LCM? S plus 2 product of the denominators, because all are different. S plus 2 into S plus 3 into S plus 5. So that is equal to A into, already S plus 2 factor is there, that's why you should multiply A with S plus 3 and S plus 5. So S plus 3 into S plus 5 plus B into S plus 2, already S plus 3 is there. So we have to multiply the numerator B with different factors S plus 2 into S plus 5 plus C into S plus 2 into S plus 3. Now equate the numerators, because on both sides the denominator are same, that's why we have to equate numerators. So 1 minus S is equal to A into S plus 3 into S plus 5 plus B into S plus 2 into S plus 5 plus C into S minus 2 into, it is plus S plus 2 into S plus 3. So for A value, look at the denominator of capital A, which is S plus 2. What is the root of S plus 2? Minus 2. So put S is equal to minus 2, automatically you will get the value of capital A. See, 1 minus of, whenever we have S in the entire equation, replace it by minus 2. 1 minus of minus plus 1 plus 2, it would be 3. So capital A into minus 2 plus 3, it 1, minus 2 plus 5, it would be 3. So 3 getting cancelled, that's why A value is 1. Similarly, put S is equal to minus 3, which is the root of the denominator of capital B. If we replace S is equal to minus 3, automatically A and C will be eliminated. Automatically you will get B value only. Okay, so 1 minus of minus, 1 plus 3, which is 4. This becomes 0, no doubt at all. Minus 3 plus 3, 0. Last part will be also 0. Minus 3 plus 3 will be 0. So you will get automatically B value. Minus 3 plus 2, which is minus 1. Minus 3 plus 5, it would be 2. So anyway, B value is minus 2. Okay. Put S is equal to minus 5 for C value. So 1 minus of minus plus 5, it would be 6. This would be 0. This would be 0. Automatically you will get the C value, which is C into minus 5 plus 2, which is minus 3 into minus 5 plus 3, minus 2. So 2 3s are 6. Automatically minus into minus positive. That's why you will get C value is 1. In this way we have to find out the ABC value. And I will give one more important trick to find out the ABC values without taking LCM here. See. See the technique to find out the partial fractions. See. First write something by S plus 2 plus, second term is something by S plus 3 plus something by S plus 5. Okay. So for finding the numerator of S plus 2, replace S is equal to minus 2 in the remaining term except S plus 2. So 1 minus of minus plus 2, numerator is 3 by minus 2 plus 3, which is 1 into minus 2 plus 5, it would be 3. Okay. See the numerator of S plus 3. For numerator of S plus 3, replace S is equal to minus 3 in the remaining all terms except S plus 3. So 1 minus of minus plus 1 plus 3, it would be 4. And in the denominator, first term is plus 2, S plus 2, minus 3 plus 2, it would be minus 1 into, here see this term, minus 3 plus 5, it would be 2. Now the last part. Replace S is equal to minus 5 in the remaining all terms except this one. Okay. So 1 minus of minus plus 5, it would be 6 by minus 5 plus 2, it is minus 3 into minus 5 plus 3, it would be minus 2. So anyway 1 minus S whole by S plus 2 into S plus 3 into S plus 5 becomes 3 getting cancelled. So 1 by s plus 2. This is minus 2 times, that's why plus into minus, minus 2 by s plus 3, and minus 3 into minus 2 would be 6, 6, 6 getting cancelled. So 1 by s plus 5. In this case, in this way we can easily obtain the partial fractions without taking the notations capital A, capital B, capital C. Okay. Now see 2 and 3. From 2 and 3, from 2 and 3, you will get y is equal to L inverse of this function. This is nothing but this one. From equation number 3, replace this 3 in this one. So 1 by s plus 2 minus 2 by s plus 3 plus 1 by s plus 5. Now separate the terms and calculate the inverse Laplace transformations. So L inverse of 1 by s plus 2 minus 2 into L inverse of 1 by s plus 3 plus L inverse of 1 by s plus 5. So clearly all are in the form of L inverse of 1 by s plus a. What is the formula for L inverse of 1 by s plus a? E power minus at. Here we have 2, here we have minus 3, 3. It is a is equal to 5 in the last part. So you will get e power minus 2t minus 2 into e power minus 3t plus e power minus 5t by using this formula. Okay. So y is nothing but y is a function in the independent variable t. So y of t is equal to this one is the required solution. Is the required solution of given differential equation 1. So in this way we can easily solve the ordinary differential equations by using Laplace transformation techniques. In the next class I will give some more examples on solving